Hey guys, welcome to FitBody BootCamp TV. Today we're going to talk about mobility, stretching, and foam rolling. Okay, stay tuned. Hey guys, what's up? This is Irisema. My name is Turner. We're going to talk about mobility. First, we're going to talk about foam rolling first, okay? So first we're going to talk about the rear chain, your exterior chain. So we're going to talk about doing foam rolling your glutes, hamstrings, and calves, okay? So let's go ahead and start with calves. First, you're going to grab the foam roller. You're going to sit in a position basically with your hands on the ground like she's doing, and you're going to roll from the ankles all the way up to the back of your knees, nice and slow. How many times I think you should do this is probably about 10 to 20 passes, nice and slow like she's doing right now, okay? This is not something that you should speed up, right?
Correct.
Okay, so the next thing would be your hamstrings, right? So we're going to pretend that you did 10 to 20 or a minute long of foam rolling. So we're going to go from the back of your knee all the way up to the base of your glutes, which is your butt, if you don't know what glutes is. Okay, your butte. So we're going to go up to there. Same thing as your calves. We're going to go 10 to 20 passes or a minute long of that, nice and slow. Okay, and then we're going to go to glutes. Okay. Go ahead and describe what you do on your glutes. So you're going to go from basically your hip bone all the way to the bottom of it?
Yes, sir, absolutely. And you can actually twist around a little bit. And you'll move basically your heel side to side, not leading with your knee. And that'll help you really roll out so you can do the major and the minor.
That's right. So there are two muscles that are actually in your glutes. So that's what she's talking about in your major and minor glutes. So you doing that, moving your ankle back and forth and rotating your leg will help that get that spot. Now let's go to the front. Okay, so we're going to actually start, let's just go ahead and start on the quads. So we're going to go ahead and lay down on the ground in a plank position basically, and you're going to start on your calf from the top of your kneecap, okay, and all the way up towards your hips, okay, or your groin area, okay. Now the same thing with this, you need to take these slow. If you like to, you could actually bend your legs up and go back and forth on them like that, and then the next time you can straighten them and then do the same thing. That will actually tighten up the muscle so you actually get more pressure on that muscle, and then you relax them and elongate them by like stretching them out, okay. Now the next thing would be what?
Back.
Your back. All right, so let's go back to the back side and do your back. So basically what I like to tell people is you just put it all the way up to your lumbar, your pelvis bone, okay? And you want to give yourself a hug, okay? You want to open up your shoulder blades and retract those shoulder blades, okay? Go all the way up towards your spine and then all the way up to your lower back, where the base of where you started. Same thing, 10 to 20 passes on that, okay? From there, where would you want to go? Stretching, right?
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to go from foam rolling to stretching. Okay, she's going to demonstrate the stretches for you and explain all of it. So the first thing we're going to do is
What's called a Samson stretch. This is going to help us decompress our spine, whether we're just walking or sitting all day at a desk job. This is going to help us peel away those compressed discs and help us get us ready for a boot camp. So what we're going to do, if you have bad knees, you'll do a reverse lunge, but typically it's done in the front lunge. You're going to come out, you're going to drop that back leg, you're going to stretch upward. You're going to think about a big open chest and push those arms as far back. You want to think elbows all the way to your ears.
okay. The next one?
The second one is also in a lunge position. We're going to do these with a trunk twist, so you'll do a forward or a reverse lunge. You're going to take your forearm, press it to the outside of your knee, take your open arm and open out to the side.
Now when you feel this exercise she's doing, you're going to feel it in your quad, your abs, and your hip flexors, and you're going to feel some in your glutes as well, okay? Now, if you need to, if you want to, you can put a pad on the ground and put your knee on the ground so you're actually at a complete relaxed spot, so you're not working really hard while you're doing it, okay? The next one would be doing hamstring stretches, or what would you do with that?
I would do a hip opener next, okay, which means that we're going to get those hips open for our jumps, any squats that we have, things like that. Okay, so we're going to take a nice, slightly outside of our hips, okay, You would typically go either shoulder or hip width apart, whatever's widest on you. Here we're gonna go out just a tiny bit wide with our toes pointed outward. Our knees will naturally follow our toes. So
It's like a sumo squat position, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right.
We're just gonna drop our butt down low. Again, open chest, vertical back. Just
And
come
she's
in.
pressing those knees apart. So she's getting into a sumo position like this and pressing those knees apart. You're gonna feel that in your hip flexors. Okay, that is called your psoas, which connects to your lower back, which normally gets tight from people being seated all the time. That connects to your lower vertebrae. If you ever feel like you have lower back pain, that's most likely because your hip flexors are short and tight. So this exercise is great to help that go away. Okay, so next one would be like hamstring stretches and so. Go ahead. Hamstring stretches. So we just do, you could just stand straight like the same position and just drop down. You're gonna feel that in your lower hamstrings. Now we don't want to arch our backs too much because you keep your back straight like this, you're going to feel more of it in your hamstrings, okay? Now the next, a lot of people that have their own opinions on this next exercise. So it also depends on sport-specific training. She doesn't prefer it, but I do. So it all depends on the type of sport or lifestyle that you're in. But I'm going to make her do it anyways. So this is the one that I was talking about. It's stretching your hamstrings. I mean, not your hamstrings, your quads.
The front of our hamstring.
Yeah. I'm professional over here and I'm messing up. It's all good, guys. Now we're going to talk about upper body, right?
Yes,
So let's go ahead. You explain what that is going to be.
One of our biggest ones is shoulder mobility. As we are hunching over a desk all day, obviously our shoulders are going to come in, keep us tight. So we want to get us outside of that shrugged position that we kind of work ourselves into. Okay, the first one, we're just going to come over and we're going to reach back. We're going to pull that elbow in. We're going to think about cutting down and touching the other side of our shoulder blade. Okay, you'll do that both sides. I say about 6 to 8 on each side. Okay, the next one we're going to call a prayer. Okay, you literally just push apart. This is still going to help our shoulders through our chest. And you want to think about pressing as much weight as you can with as much force. If your hands are shaking because you're pressing so hard, you're doing it correctly.
That's right. So shoulder mobility is extremely important. So a lot of people have lower back problems. That is called lower cross. That's from the tight psoas. So the same thing is called upper cross. So if you have tight internally rotated shoulders, that's probably being from at the desk, carrying things, driving. Okay, we're going to do opening exercises like so, and all the exercises we just demonstrated is going to help with lower cross and upper cross. Guys, take this information, share it with your friends. Comment if you have any questions down below. If you need some more videos, if you want something that you want us to cover on, ask us in the comments down below. Share with your friends, and remember to have a great day. Take care.